I'm James Heaney, and this is Brief News Brief. Today in New York City, the U.S. intelligence agency is briefing Donald Trump on the controversial Russian hacking of the U.S. election. The country's top intelligence officials testified to Congress yesterday, saying that Russia's meddling in the 2016 presidential campaign went beyond hacking. It includes disinformation and the spreading of fake news. They say that this effort still continues today. Senators John McCain and Lindsey Graham, whom are the leading Republicans in the committee, eagerly questioned intelligence officials about the Russian interference in the election, and they seem ready to embrace the conclusions that they have about the Kremlin's motives. However, Trump repeatedly voices his skepticism about the intelligence community's conclusion that Russia interfered to help him win the White House. He doesn't even think they did any hacking at all. And after this, former CIA director James Woolsey, a veteran of 4 presidential administrations, mind you, resigned on Thursday from Trump's transition team because of growing tensions over Trump's visions for intelligence agencies. People close to James Woolsey say that he has grown increasingly uncomfortable lending his name and credibility to the transition team since he's not really being consulted. He doesn't talk to Trump. At the hearing, James Clapper said that the intelligence community still stands more resolutely than ever behind its assessment, which first was announced on October 7th, mind you, that officially accuses the Kremlin's senior-most officials of orchestrating a campaign of interference in the 2016 election. Clapper says that to counter Russian propaganda, the United States should undertake a more aggressive counter-propaganda effort, something akin to a beefed-up information agency. So let's just take a hold for a second. This is what he's basically saying. He says that, you know what, we're asking people with cutting-edge experience and technology to do an enormously important job, but we're not paying them very well. So what they want to do is hire the superstars, the rock stars of the intelligence world, computer experts, and pay them enough money to keep them. Now, it's very confusing right now, because if you were to ask me what is the biggest threat to intelligence in America, I would say it's probably the Kardashians, maybe just generally all reality TV. But I guess we'll have to wait till next week to get more clarity. Ugh. Too much news for news to even cover. You're going to have to stay with me here, okay? Next Wednesday, January 11th, the Senate has scheduled a pretty wild and crazy ride. Senate Majority Mitch McConnell has scheduled 6 cabinet-level confirmation hearings. You heard me right, 6 cabinet-level confirmations. Those offices, those cabinet-level confirmation hearings include the Attorney General, Secretary of State, CIA Director, Education Secretary, Homeland Security Chief, and Transportation Secretary, all in the same day. I know, keep breathing. This is a lot to process. But think about this. The day before, we're going to be getting Barack Obama's goodbye speech, and they're going to be voting for a budget. That's going to be a vote hootenanny that lasts all night long. The 24-hour news networks are going to be pretty caught up with that. But then, 6 confirmation hearings, and it's going to be topped off. The cherry on top of this whole extravaganza is Trump's going to have his first press conference in more than 6 months. It's a lot of news for the news to cover. I know we have 24-hour news channels, right? But most of the time, they're not working out. They're getting lazy. They're getting fat. They aren't paying attention. They're going to have so much to cover that somebody could slip something in that was a little naughty, a little nasty, like finding a Band-Aid in your sandwich. If you're eating a grilled cheese, you're going to find that bloody, gooey Band-Aid like that. But if you happen to have a 7-layer burrito and you get something like, you might think to yourself, oh, that's probably just chorizo in there. No, it's a dirty Band-Aid. Any one of those cabinet-level positions could be a dirty Band-Aid, and the media won't catch it. But the good news is, Brief News Brief is on the case. We are going to find every curly piece of hair, any Band-Aid that you're expected to swallow in this buffet of politics. Who's got a brand new Vine account? No one does. Vine is dead. It's confirmed. The company announced late last year that it was going to end the popular video sharing app. Now the owner has confirmed that on January 17th, Vine will become Vine Camera. Click, click. It's still going to be possible to record your looping videos. You just can't share it with anybody because there's going to be no more community when all the accounts have been removed. But before that happens, Twitter's telling everyone to download their Vines so they can have them stored away. What you're going to want to do is go to the Vine website and click Save Videos. Then you can download this zip file that's going to have all the captions and comments and numbers of likes and revines. It's going to be great. But once Vine Camera is live, you'll no longer be able to download your Vines from the app. As a special treat, I've downloaded my zip file, and I'm going to share all the Vines I ever created at the end of today's show. It's poll tally time! Let's bring the votes in. Whatever happened to Pokemon Go? It's still there. Secondly, would you sneak past White Rope to watch deadly lava flow? Yes, you would with a jetpack. Of course you would. Why wouldn't you go? That's why you have a jetpack, for adventure. If you're not breaking the rules with a jetpack, then you don't deserve a jetpack. And how do you feel about Obamacare? It could use some work. It'll get some work. Let's see what happens. New polls. Do you have a Vine account? Secondly, do you prefer Marvel or DC? Both have some great things. Do you like the Tony Stark? Do you like the Bruce Wayne? You need to pick a side. Marvel or DC? And finally, who do you trust? Who do you trust?
This is how you get a lot of views on Vine. I can't wait to eat this pretzel. Oh, wait. Come back over here. Who's got a new Vine account? Punkert does. I got the cray hair. I got the cray hair. Cheers! Turn up!
Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Don't jump, Punkert. I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut.